Welcome back to IFC 2024 over at Barcelona. I'm joined by Jeff Sonnleitner. Jeff, welcome to How to AV. Thank you for joining us. We've got so many people talking about that wonderful phrase AI over at the show. So many exciting applications for AI in products, in systems, and there are potentially some threats that the technology and the way that that data is being managed that could be brought into products, could be brought into systems. Is that right?
Very much so. A good fact maybe to start this conversation off, when Chat GPT 3.5 was released, a hacker's handbook published 6 days later hit the dark web out to 300,000 people on how to hack GPT in 1 week. That's scary.
So we start with Chat GPT, and that's probably one of the most kind of publicized platforms for AI, I guess, that everyone has access to. But let's talk about a little bit about, we see AI all over this show, whether it's AI embedded, now with AI, or must use AI, or this system design benefits from AI. So what is AI? What's it doing with our data? Do we need it in our products?
We've had AI for 40 to 50 years. All AI is a collection of data. What these large language models that ChatGPT is built off of is just giving people more accessibility. It's to the point where you can put in an idea and it's going to finish your idea for you without you having to have any back-end knowledge of healthcare, engineering, audio systems, video systems, automobiles, anything. It's touching it all, but it's been around. It just hasn't been available to the public.
So when we talk about home automation systems and we talk about smart buildings, yes, it's about hardware, but it's also about data, isn't it? So much of it is about data management, and AI is the way that that data is managed in a quicker, more efficient way, perhaps?
Yes, it is. It's the sharing of data is what has really become with these GPT models. Having these large language models, everybody now has access to worldwide. And what's happening from that point is when things narrow down to a specific area, as an AV integrator as an example, they can create what's called small language models that work strictly in their industry. And then they become very fine-tuned. The more and more people add things to it. I mean, we're at the dawn of this at this point in time. It'll be a while, but at the speed that systems are working, a while could be 30 days, it could be 3 years, it could be tomorrow. We don't know.
So before we were in front of the cameras, we were talking, and you used a great phrase about so many products here being touched by AI at the moment.
Yeah.
And I love that phrase. What does it mean? What is the difference between a product that has been touched by AI, a product that has AI embedded? So what are we seeing with the products and the systems this year that we wouldn't have seen maybe 3 years ago?
IoT systems, things that are touched by AI, started really with Amazon Echo and Apple Siri and so forth. Basic voice commands. In the past year or so, those commands have started to expand. So it's going to give you a lot more flexibility in what you can do in a smart home, a smart building, a smart office, even up to smart cities. The creation of routines with short words, short phrases is unlike what we have today, where you have to give a full-length command. Everything is going to get shorter, faster.
So we're already seeing improvements. We're already seeing efficiencies, increase in speed, increase in the way that we can design systems and make them more efficient, which is great, all wonderful. But from your background, from your cybersecurity background, we are working with data even more, access to data even more.
Since these GPT models have really been only available to the public for a little over a year, the dark side, if you will, they have to start slowly building up into how they have access to getting all this data. Easiest way to do that is the term is called phishing, where I'm going to try and get your credentials, find out what information you have, get your passwords, and get into your financial data, get into your health records. There's where it starts to get scary. But they're not doing it so much as a one-on-one. They're going after companies, large groups of people where they can collect lots of data, and then it's all a numbers game. I protect my stuff with a very long password. My wife, on the other hand, uses a 4-digit password because she can't remember anymore than that. So, well, that's fine. No banking stuff on yours. It'll stay on mine. It's a numbers game. Like anybody that's hacked systems before and looked at them, computers are scanned constantly. A good example, I showed this in a class I did yesterday. My little home router was scanned 506,000 times last week. And it's all random. There, we found one. Now let's go in. It's the numbers game. And the hackers are getting more sophisticated because they're allowing the GPT models to create the hack.
Some of the AI threats aren't the fact that AI is embedded into our products or our systems. It's the AI tools that are out there that are going to assist cyber security threats themselves.
Right. The products that are coming out with, I think we mentioned before the words AI, it's a great marketing tool.
Yeah.
All it is at this point. It's way too early that these items, whether it's your smart bulb in your house to the robots, they're barely touching it. And theoretically, they're not really using AI. They're using just the voice commands. Like the Amazon and the Siri and things like that. That's going to turn around real fast. It's going to start to anticipate what you want. If you get up at 7 o'clock every morning and go to the coffee machine, at some point in time, your house, your robot, your whatever is going to have everything ready for you. Your TV turned on to the stations, you can see the weather. It's going to start your car for you.
But I guess if those increasing threats are there, who has to take responsibility, do you think, Jeff?
I think it's got to start with the manufacturers. They've got to put out systems that are a little more secure. It was until a year ago that the California CCPA required the manufacturers take off the word admin as your login. Everybody, you figure how many millions of products get out there with the login of admin that the person doesn't change. It's starting. It's coming. The biggest problem we're going to see is, the North American group. You have the European Union. You have the models that they're working with, and they're all different. We've got to come together, I think, globally. Because this is a global product that's instantly available to everybody, global decisions have to be made, and that's going to be very hard to do. Very, very hard.
So AI, opportunity or threat, Jeff?
Because I'm a teacher, I look at it from a threat standpoint first, but an opportunity from a personal standpoint, I love every minute of it. To me, it's one of those major technology changes in this early part of the century that exponentially it's getting bigger, better, faster. And we have to learn to adopt and adapt, and the adapting part's going to be the hard part.
Great to hear from you. Great to hear your point of view on AI. There are always going to be positives. There are always going to be negatives. AI is absolutely here already. It is developing on more than a day-by-day, on an hour-by-hour basis. We've got loads more information on AI, installation technology, audio-visual coming your way from How to AV. Join us again soon.